Want to earn passive income by simply letting your device run in the background? This is what the GetGrass network claims to offer, and it has gone through some huge changes since I last talked about it. And now you can even earn directly from your Android phone. But how much can you actually earn, and how and when can you get paid? These are questions I very often get, and I will go over it all in this video. And make sure you stick around, because I will also share a trick at the end that can multiply your earnings long term, even if you don't run Grass 24/7 yourself. In case you don't know, my name is Michael, and I've been testing hundreds of ways to make money online over the past many years. And if you have heard about GetGrass before, then the first thing you need to know is that it is now just called Grass, and a lot of other things has changed since I last talked about it. And in this video, I will give you a quick and honest update about what's new, including the Android app, how the airdrop works, and how the earning potential overall is. I've done a lot of research, I have tested it, I have gathered feedback from other users, and I will share it all in this video to help you find out if Grass is the right opportunity for you or not when it comes to earning some extra money passively. So when it comes to grass.io, the first very important thing I just want to clarify is that it has changed its name, because it used to be called GetGrass. Now it is just called Grass. So this is one of the many updates that it has gone through. I will go over many other important changes, including also how you can get paid, the earning potential, and all this, all the details you need to know to find out if it's for you or not. But let's first just go over exactly how it actually works and how you can potentially earn passively here, in case you are not already aware. If you already know those details, then you can just use the timestamps below to skip ahead to the next session. So overall, how you earn passively from Grass is by turning your unused internet into rewards. It says here automatically. So basically what you need to do is just to download the Grass app. I will go over the exact devices you can use in just a bit here. The next step is then to just create an account, and then you will start earning as long as you are online, and it will run in the background. Then you will actually earn, and you will earn points, and I will explain later, because that can be a little bit confusing exactly what you can expect from those points. So I will go over all the details about that. And if you want to know more about why you can actually get paid to share your unused internet, then Grass has a lot of information on its website about the whole project, and it's something I recommend you look into if it is something you are considering, because it's always good to know. And you can see they explain a lot about it on the landing page itself. They just have the more superficial information, but you can then click to learn more, go into the FAQ section, and there's a lot of details there that explains why they can do this, what the goal of the whole network is. But let's now go over some of the important updates that have been since I last talked about Grass. So in addition to the name change, one of the really big updates that have been is the devices it's available on, because now there is actually an Android app, and currently, at least at the time of recording this video, it actually also gives you a boost in earnings if you install it on your phone. So you can see it's now available for Mac computers, there, Linux and Windows, and now also for Android phones. So this is definitely a great opportunity then to actually also start using it from your phone connection, because if you install it on several devices, you can potentially earn more, but they do need to be connected to different connections. So it's not that you can use the same Wi-Fi, for example, but if you have a phone connection that's unlimited internet and a Wi-Fi, for example, for your computer, you can potentially run it on both to boost your earnings. And they have also announced something else interesting, where you potentially can earn more also from a completely separate device. And that opportunity is called Grasshopper. This is something they have announced, a little device, as you can see, that you will eventually be able to buy. Currently, as of recording this video, it is just something you can sign up for a waitlist for, and then you just need to plug it in, and then it will just run in the background. You need to connect it, and then you can earn rewards non-stop, so you don't actually have to install the app on your computer or on your phone. So this is definitely something that I think is very interesting, something I haven't seen on other of these platforms, where you can earn by sharing your unused internet bandwidth. And it also shows that Grass is quite different than most other platforms like that. So definitely something I will keep an eye on, and that I will also then make an update about once I know a little bit more about it and have had time to actually test it once it has been released. But definitely something to keep an eye on in general. And in general, I recommend that you actually follow Grass on the official, because be aware there are many fake profiles. But for example on X, they do post here the important updates. For example, they've expanded the network a lot, they've done a lot of improvements. All this is usually announced on their official social media platforms. So keep an eye there also for these continuous updates that explain all about how the network is expanding, what they're working on. It's always great to just know a little bit more about the project you are supporting if you decide to do this. Another important update is that the Grass token has become quite popular because it is now listed on a lot of the big exchanges. You can see I'm now on CoinMarketCap, and here are the ones it's currently listed on. A lot of the big ones you can see: Bybit, BitGet, MEXC, Gate, QCon, HTX, Crypto.com, BingX, Kraken, Bitmart, LBank, all these ones here. It's listed on a lot of different cryptocurrency exchanges. So if you decide to actually earn, then eventually if you want to swap it, if you want to hold it somewhere, all these different things here, it is made quite easy because it is available on so many different exchanges. And that also shows that it is a quite serious project. Again, it is crypto, so of course it is volatile and there are no guarantees, but I definitely do like that they made sure to actually be listed on so many different exchanges. But let's now talk about getting paid, because this is something I have seen that can be a little bit confusing for many people. So when you are running Grass, you are earning Grass points. And what are Grass points then? Well, this is what can eventually be then converted into Grass tokens. But it's important to understand that you cannot just withdraw them or convert them into tokens right away. They have airdrops at certain times where you have to connect your wallet inside the member area and then claim the tokens. And this is very important, because if you don't do that, then you can actually not get paid. And another thing to be very aware of is that I have seen a lot of fake GetGrass or Grass airdrops. So you will come across a lot of Telegram groups, X profiles, different things that say like, oh, claim your Grass airdrop here now. But in many cases, they will just end up draining your wallet, scamming you in some kind of way. So only trust the official website and social media, and always be critical. And it's a good idea to, of course, use a clean wallet if you're just starting, meaning one where you don't have a lot of crypto or anything on to connect it, just to be on the safe side. But be very aware that there are a lot of scammers trying to make fake airdrops, making it look like Grass. So only trust the official sources and verify several times, so you don't just jump into it, but are sure that it is actually the correct one once they announce it. But as you can see, they also write that in the FAQ section, the current next one has not yet been announced, so I cannot yet say when it will be, and that's something I get asked quite often. So the only thing is that you do need to just keep an eye on it, and then eventually you will be told now is the time to actually claim your earnings, and then you need to log in, connect your wallet, and then you will get paid. So it's quite easy once it's time for the airdrop, but you just don't know yet when that will be. And that's important to know, so you do it with the right expectations. But how much are the points then worth? Let's also talk about that. So Grass has made it quite clear from the beginning that there is no exact points to token rate. And you can also see that they say the points are used as a factor to determine the number of Grass tokens that you are eligible to receive during the next airdrop claim. But it varies depending on your activity and specific epoch allocations, the different periods they have there, and they have allocated a certain percentage of the supply for the different airdrops. And as you can see, they also say in the FAQ section, the way your bandwidth is used and your location are also factors that are used to determine the number of Grass tokens that you will receive. So it's not that you can say like, I received whatever, 5,000 Grass points or 10,000 or whatever, and then that means I will get this number of Grass tokens, because we do not yet know, because it depends on your activity, on your network, many different things. So what you get might be different from what I get or someone else get. And that's very important to understand, so you don't expect a certain ratio, because right now you do not know what your exact ratio will be. So before we wrap up, here's a bonus tip that can seriously boost your earnings, and it works even if you don't run grass all day yourself. Because one thing I just want to make clear is that something like this is only really worth it if you actually have unlimited internet usage or an unlimited internet plan, because then you can just let it run and you don't actually have to worry about what you will earn, because you just earn passively. Even if you can't run it all the time yourself, there is a way to really boost your earnings. And for example, if you go to the how-to guides of Grass, they explain this very well. They have referral programs, so that means you can invite others if you like it yourself and send your invitation link to others. Then you can actually earn when they earn also. And they actually have 3-level referral program, which is quite unusual, and it's more powerful than most people actually realize, in my opinion. So that means that if you invite someone directly, you can see, then you will get 20% of the grass points they earn. Let me just make it clear, with a referral program, that does not mean they will earn less. They will earn the same. These 20%, that's something you will get from Grass and the company behind. So it doesn't affect the person that you are actually inviting. So basically, by joining through your link, they will actually just support you, but they will not lose out on anything. And the great thing is, they also have this second tier. So that means when they invite someone, your points will also increase by 10% of that secondary referrer's uptime points. And this is for life. So this is really great. And they even also had a 3rd level. So that means if someone within the 2nd level actually shares an invite, then that person, whoever joins there on the 3rd tier there, that will help your points grow with 5%. So it's a really powerful program here that most people don't really realize. So if you like it, if you like the potential of Grass, if you think it's a great passive way to earn some extra money on the side, then why not invite others? But maybe not only just focusing on inviting friends, but also helping them invite others too, and explains them why that might be worth considering, because that can snowball into higher passive income. And even if you for some reason have to stop running Grass yourself for a while because you, for example, are not online for a few days or something like that, then your referral network will still earn for you in the background. But just be aware, this is not about spamming your link. It's about sharing with people who genuinely want easy and passive crypto rewards. And since it's free to use, it's a win-win in my situation. But just also don't hype it up. Don't say it's a magic way to become rich or anything like that, because it is not. It's completely passive, free way to earn a bit in the background, but it is some extra reward. It can be an easy way to get some crypto without any investment or risk, but it's not a magical way to become rich or anything like that. So that's something you need to be aware of, and it's also something you should make sure to make clear for other people. And a last important tip is to make sure you actually keep using it as much as you can yourself also, because I have seen before people just give up because they got impatient, or they realize that, oh, I have to wait until an airdrop to actually redeem. And before, for example, the first airdrop, some people say, oh, it will just never happen. And then they actually just gave up and never got anything. And those who actually kept going, they got rewarded when the airdrop then came. And some people got rewarded quite nicely also. So the system is a bit unusual, because you can't just claim whenever you want to, and you have to wait, and you don't know exactly how long you have to wait. But that's a part of it, and that's insecurity you need to be able to accept. But it's important to understand this system so you don't just give up and potentially miss out on your earnings. So to sum it all up, Grass is still one of the best ways to earn by sharing your unused internet bandwidth I have come across, because it seems like a quite serious project, and they have done a lot over the many last month, and they keep developing it. I cannot guarantee, of course, how much the token will be worth in the future, how many tokens you will get for your points. So there are some insecurities, and that also means you do not actually know what the exact earning potential is. I can tell you it's not a way to make yourself rich or anything like that. It is some extra money on the side, and if you also start inviting others, it can potentially become some quite nice extra earnings, but you just need to do it with the right expectations. The huge advantage of it is that it is completely passive, and it is free. So if it sounds like something you want to try out, then why not just give it a go? And I will also leave my invitation link below so you can easily get started, and that will also support my channel, and I would definitely appreciate that support. If you also just prefer reading instead of just listening to me in a video, then I also do have a written review, so I'll also leave a link to that below so you can check that out. If you have any opinions, any experiences yourself about grass, I would also love to hear from you in a comment, or if you have any questions, and I will make sure to get back to you. And finally, if the video helped you, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.